Boom. So I'm doing this to put the feelers out to see if anyone's on the same wavelength in regards to what I interpret as a musical struggle at the moment for myself. Perhaps you can help me. So I guess I'm still of the belief that there isn't possibility, or that I shouldn't be working as hard as possible, not working, focusing as hard as I can and am capable of, because what I do isn't to be taken seriously enough. Do I take it seriously enough? Like, I invest 90% of my time, if not manually and physically, mentally. And I don't even do the things I would enjoy doing in favor of, the energy I devote and the life I give to it. Like, I don't I don't partake in things that actually help me creatively because I feel bad about doing those things. I feel guilty. Like certain video games, movies, traditional enthralling experiences that really reinvigorate, inspire in a genuine way, just give a good means of rest between, thus providing more productivity and proactivity in creative pursuits. I mean, it's either going to be too nonchalant about my completion, or maybe I'm just right in knowing that what it is meant to be will just be, if that makes any sort of sense. I'm not treating it as if I can make things happen, or like my life depends on it. It's just having balance in life, but taking it seriously enough to where it does actually get completed and released. Like immersing yourself in your craft, whatever it is definitely necessary, but I'm just not in that state of constant focus, for one, and I force myself to be, for sure, and it doesn't always lend itself to a flow sort of state, to where I'm able to immerse myself really and just enjoy that meditative, creative state. Even though I have a lot of ideas and things I want to do, and it's still not that enjoyable at the moment. I mean, I don't want to blame things, my tools, my environment. I really blame myself for all that, and my mind states, but it's not always that simple, especially when you're not really feeling the enjoyment. Always. It comes and goes. As opposed to, say, when I first started, and it was just full-fledged. I guess because it was new to me, and I was able to be consistently inspired and not really think about it, but just do. Yeah. Is this too dramatic? Mastering again. I'm sick of the word. I hate saying it. I hate saying it. Not just the fact that there's so many services, but in doing research, be it on Reddit, Gearspace, people with the same sort of issue. Hold on, let me take these off. I'm glaring. People having the same indecisivity in not knowing where to go, who to choose, with all the factors in people recommending style of music, how it's recorded, and like all the shit that goes with it. I was trying to look at more people doing my style of music, or people that have mastered albums of my sort of kin, and trying to find out what the rates would be for a more professional, just in regards to like credentials, professional style mastering. Non-conventional is the main thing I'm really referencing that for, because what I'm doing isn't by any means, but there is the arrangement, songwriting, composition, and interesting engineering. I done everything to the best of my ability with what I had in the process of recording. And taking that even further, I know it's just gonna completely not only stagnate, frustrate, it's gonna remove the foundation, or not just remove, alter the foundation. Because I know what's flawed there, but it's like, you even hear professionals talk about it. Simultaneously we're saying don't get mastering until you have a great mix, whatever the fuck that is. But talking about in EQing, when you single things out, you're potentially taking away what is most energetic, what is most powerful in there, what has its purpose. And that's the way I felt at the time. I captured that shit, and then I'm going back in to get a more conventional style, or even it would be me catering essentially to what I think someone would consider non-compatible with their services. And this is all hypothetical at the moment, because I don't really know, I haven't had a reference point for anything. I like what I have, and anytime that I find myself disliking, it's usually because I'm looking or listening through the eyes of people I don't even know, with a very critical ear, critical mind, when I already like it. So it's a matter of me overcoming this fear of judgment, because any hypothetical judgment is subjective to a certain degree. There might be very professional guidelines on what might be suitable across the board, perhaps. I mean, if I am really breaking some new ground, not that it's everything I want to present, I would like to do better in things that aren't present in this music, but it's the best that I have. Not that that's the only reason why I want to release. I feel it's good, but I don't want to hold on to it for too long. And it's always been the main reference point, I guess, with I don't like shit. Even though my stuff's a lot busier than that, it's very low heavy, and you think about a song like Grief, where it's intentional, but the resonance and the fucking highs and everything, and the snare, the mids, and how low, not just low, but how big the lows are. But that's all Mike Gardner, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I do know, I don't know. I'm meandering, stalling, still, because I don't know, or I do know. It's easy, it's hard, it's easy, it's everything in between, or nothing at all. So I still feel there dare I say, stuck with how to do this heavier style music in the style of what I do, which I should be able to do given my tapestry, my foundation of music and understanding. Sonically, I always just have this mental block though of I know how it turns out, and it's always lackluster sonically. I mean, it could be cool to other people, but it's not my standard, and I don't want to put that on not having high quality stuff, or I would need this to, get this sort of result. But ultimately, that is what it is, because the style of not even just style, but the way things were engineered at such a higher level back in the day. Excuse me, my nose beads.